G'day world, how you all doing? Today's video is about voice to skull. Just in case you wanted to know, I am running a course and it starts on Wednesday, September the 17th of August. The point of this course is to train people to the tippity top of psychic capacity so that you become a healer, you can deal with your trauma and your affirmations. Then we work on regional work around where you are, and then we start working into global energetic alignments. And I want to train people at that level. So because if planet Earth needs that, because if we don't take control of our own energetic field, if we don't take control of the energetic field of this planet, some other bunch of galactic punks, be they reptilian, mantid, or otherwise, will show up and do it for us. So what I'm trying to form and what I'm having a lot of success with is a group of people who are going into the following decades and the future of humanity can manage that energetic field for the benefit of Gaia and humanity as a whole. So get in touch if you want to be involved in that. It starts on Wednesday, 17th of August. So for those of you who are not familiar with voice to skull technology, it is a technology specifically designed to put ideas in people's heads, where if these dangerous dissidents are out there trying to create a resistance to the cabal, what they do is they set up a machine and they target them and they force the opposite concepts into their head. It's called voice to skull because literally it sounds like your ideas. It sounds like the ideas are being generated by you, and they're not. So I got a call from a fan, I suppose we'll call it, and she had an issue where she's psychic, and but in her house, she was just, every time she stepped into her house, her brain would switch off and she turned into what do I want to say? She wasn't very comfortable with what was going on, and she suspected that there was something under the house. Now, normally these people are crazy, but she did see, and which is kind of my bag, you know. That's kind of the thing I deal with. So I did fly over there and have a look, and I did see something under the house that I hadn't seen before. And what it was a pile of machinery that fired a cone-shaped, I'm going to say magnetic or auric field into her house, and fed her ideas that were designed ideas that were contrary to the work she was doing. So when I saw this, I knew our team was ready to go. So we flew on over there and we crashed all that machinery. We destroyed all that machinery on the astral planes. And then we followed the portal back to where it was sent from. And strangely enough, we ended up in the Pentagon, believe it or not, under the Pentagon, I should say. In the Pentagon, they had a big computer bank, and we estimate that they were attacking 5,000 people around the world with this technology, which is not something that we're into. So we decided to sort that out. Now, the core of the machine, it was a giant cylinder that literally held an infused ball of energy. Now this one. So when we started to look at this most important driver, this, what do you call it? The motor of the whole thing. We looked into that cylinder that housed it, and we found a lot of energy, and we also found an old enemy of mine, Yaldabaoth. For those of you who are not familiar with Yaldabaoth, he's bad news. Yeah, our team is very, very good at destroying demons en masse. Like we have no trouble breaking into their strongholds and destroying all of the personnel and all of everything they own. Yaldabaoth was a different story, and I've crossed swords with him many years ago. And he's a different kind of demon. I don't think he's local. I think he's imported. I think he's brought from another part of the multiverse. I don't know where he comes from, but he is anatomically very different from all other demons in the fact that his mind exists, but he doesn't have a body. No, hang on, that's not a good way to say it. He doesn't have any mass on the astral planes. He is the invisible, untouchable. Wave your hand through him and it just walks right through. But he can attack you in the same way the rest of them do. And you know, where I was living a few years ago, a few other mystics had started to complain about this guy, that, you know, because they didn't know how to deal with him. And, you know, me wanting to be the hero, I decided to go and figure that out. And so I picked a fight with him and I lost. And I ended up laying on the bed with my eyes rolling around in my head for 2 or 3 days. It's pretty rough, and I wasn't used to that kind of thing because this is my specialization. This is what I do. So I sat and I thought about it for about a week and came up with a solution. And so what I did was I grabbed the guy and then injected some metaphysical mass into him. It was a tricky maneuver, but it surprised him too, in that since he became metaphysically material, or material on the immaterial planets, yeah, be confused. He had some really cool defenses, and by giving him some extra dimensional mass, it gave us something to grab him by. After that, he was as good as done. And Yaldabaoth, or one of his copies, or one of his apparitions, or one of his substantiations, was present at the Voice to Skull. So what this means is that the Pentagon is working with the worst of demonkind, at the absolute worst, and you know, against the interest of humanity. It's I don't know how they sold out or how they got to the point where they want to hurt humanity, but they did that. You know, and our team took the spirit of the scientists and all of the other spirits that were flying around there and took them to Galactic Federation of Light courts, where they can be charged for selling out their damn species. What idiots. And all of the other karmic drama that they're involved in. But for the meantime, the Voice to Skull technology is shut down. And what it does is it allows some of our hardest working individuals, some of the people who are literally sword in hand fighting for our freedom, for fighting for our ascension, for fighting for our escape from the technocratic control state. They're freed. Their mind is freed once again. And so that thing's shut down. And one of the key tools that they have for controlling dissonance is now destroyed. I hope you enjoyed that story. It's a little victory for us. Yep. Subscribe to the channel. Like the content. Get in touch with me if you want to get some work done. By all means, I tackle some of the trickier problems that other mystics fail at. So by all means, talk to me. The link's in the description. Look forward to seeing you all around. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.